guys, so today I'm super excited because I'm going to be trying to recreate another makeup look that one of my friends suggested that I try, and this is it. I think I came pretty close. I'll be popping in the picture that I referenced while trying to recreate the look. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I think it came out really pretty. It's also a kind of a first impression video for the Morphe James Charles palette that I received in the mail the other day. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, just stay tuned and keep on watching. So I have already done my base makeup and I primed my eyelids. I used the P.Louise base in shade 0, which is just white. I think the first color that I'm gonna dip into is purple on this eye. I'm gonna mix these two. So it's Escape and Single. So I'm gonna take this brush by Moda. It's a detail brush. It's the BMX 420. And then I'm just gonna dip into both of those. I'm just gonna go in the corner with this. And I am gonna kind of stamp it. So I'm just kind of beginning to blend that out. I'm gonna use a fluffier brush. Okay, so there's the purple. So I'm just wiping that brush off to get most of the purple off before I dip into the blue. I'm gonna dip into Cola next, which is that one right there. I'm just gonna place a bit of that at the edge, just because it's just kind of going to be a transition color into the blue, the lighter blue. Going in with that purple mixture again to blend the edges with the blue. And then I'm gonna go in with this blue right here, which is called Playground. Sorry, the shades aren't on the palette itself. It's on like a little the plastic insert. If some of you have the palette, you know, so I have to keep referencing the plastic insert because it's not written on the actual palette. So I'm just wiping off my brush again, making sure there's no other color on there, and then I'm just gonna dip into that blue, which is a really pretty blue, tapping off the excess, and then just stamping that on right next to the darker blue. And then just buffing that out, blending it softly into the darker blue, and then a little bit onto the lid where there's no color yet. So just gently dispersing that color. So we'll go in with a lighter blue towards the inner corner. That gave us a pretty nice blend. I'm gonna go in with a little tiny bit more right here. So Seems a little patchy right there. And I am gonna go into the darker blue again, just to reinforce that color. These kind of looks, if you go back and forth between the colors to blend them, generally that'll give you the best ombre effect. Just go back and forth where the colors meet each other so that it creates a pretty seamless blend. And then I'm gonna go in with the lightest blue, which is that color right there. And that is called Hello. And that one does have some shimmer in it. So we're just gonna pack that on in the inner corner. Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh my god, I love that color so much. Oh my god. Just packing that in there. Oh my god, that's such a beautiful shade. So beautiful. And then since it is a shimmer, that one's actually a lot easier to blend. It just blends into the colors next to it. Shimmers generally blend well. Whereas with mattes, you really have to, I mean, you don't really have to work with the colors. I mean, these shadows are amazing. In real time, it's taken me, I don't know, 5 minutes to put all of these colors on and blend them out. So I'm very impressed with these. Very easy to work with. So I'm just continuing to pack that light blue shade on. And then I'm also bringing it, I need a small brush though. So I'm gonna take this Eco Tools brush, it's the accent shadow brush, and I'm just gonna pack some of the blue on that so that I can bring it down here in a more precise manner. The other brush is just a tad bit fluffy. I'm just gonna do the same thing on the lower to match the upper lid. I'm just gonna go in with that shimmery blue one more time and blend that in with that a little bit more. Yeah, like that. And then might mix these two right here. So the bright pink is called Skip and the darker pink is called Love That. And then I'm gonna get like a super fluffy brush, like this is pretty big. It's the Luxie Large Eye Blending 250. I'm gonna mix those same colors together and then I'm gonna bring it down onto my cheek. I'm just blending the edges out so that it kind of looks like blush in a way. I don't want it to be too pigmented, but I also don't want it to be patchy, and it is still a little patchy right now, so just gonna keep adding some color, and then maybe I can start to kind of mute it down a little bit with my foundation brush, with whatever is left on that. I didn't add any more product or anything. Just blending those edges out so that it's not a super strong color. But it is still there. Doing the same thing to the top. Make sure the top edges are blended out pretty well. I am going to go back in with the darker purples. And I'm gonna stamp those on the outer edge here because we kind of lost those a little bit. Okay. One eye done. So we're pretty much gonna do the same thing, just with different colors on the other eye. I'm gonna go in with the bright pink, which was called Skip. So again, that's this one right here in the corner. I'm gonna go in with this like deep coral shade, and that is called You're Kidding. And then we're gonna go into the brightest orange shade, which is named 518, and that's that one right there. This isn't really a review of this palette, but it's amazing. If you haven't bought it, you should. I figured it would be amazing. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and Morphe products generally have good reviews, especially like their shadows, especially for the price point too. But yeah, these are amazing. The colors are beautiful. They're so easy to blend. I'm gonna go in with the bright yellow, which is called B, which that's appropriate. It's that one right there. So this one isn't a shimmer, but in the reference picture she does have some glitter on the inner corner, so there will be some shimmer on this one once we add that in as well. So there is a little bit of fallout in the pan in this palette, but I don't care. I know most people don't care. There's like hardly any fallout on the face, so that's really what matters. But I think I'm gonna go in with this color, which is Pinkity Drinkity. That's a cute name. So I think I'm gonna go in with that color with the big fluffy brush. I'm just gonna get the bright pink off of it first, and then do pretty much the same thing as I did on this side and kind of blend it out and bring it down onto my cheeks. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna show up very well. So we're gonna mix the light pink with the brighter pink. Yeah, I think that's working. It might look a lot more similar to this side than it's supposed to, but that's okay. Okay, so I have color on there, so I'm just going to go in again with my foundation brush. Just to blend the edges, tone down the color a little bit. Alright, so I think that's pretty good. And then the next thing I want to do, I think, is to add the glitter to the inner corners. So I'm just gonna use this Pure Festival palette. There's a silver pressed glitter in here called the 24 Karat Magic. So I'm gonna use that. So I'm just blending that up a little bit into the shadow. I'm gonna go in with this little brush by Eco Tools. It's the Liner Smudge brush. It just has a little tip on it. And I'm gonna go into I'm gonna mix these two blues right here to put on the inner corner of that one, because this glitter is a little bit goldish. You can kind of see the blue under it, but the gold kind of steals the show a bit. I might actually just use the light blue. And I'm just gonna wipe my brush off, and then I'm gonna go into the bright yellow again, which is that one. So this is the final look. I think it came out pretty close to the makeup look that I was trying to recreate, so I'm happy about that. The James Charles palette is amazing. I love it. These colors are so vibrant and they're so easy to work with. Yeah, absolutely 10 out of 10 would recommend. So yeah, this is the final look. If you have any other looks that you have in mind that you'd like to see me recreate or try out or want a tutorial on, just let me know. And I will see you in my next video. Bye. The color. Because the way that the light reflects there we have the lower lid, the lower lash line.